Hello and welcome to the Daily Meal for Thursday, the 27th of November, 2025. In America, today is Thanksgiving, and I would like to thank you for watching and subscribing and liking the video, or disliking the video. It's all good, but at least you're here. Now, I mentioned this the other day. This is the story that we're going to talk about first. I mentioned this the other day. I was absolutely shocked to find out after the Portsmouth game that the second goal was given as a Tristan Crama own goal. I'm no way that was own goal. He got the faintest of touches, not enough to take it past Max Crocombe really. It was a floating ball. I think it was supposed to be a cross, and the guy fucked it up and it went in. But Tristan Crama did not score an own goal, and that has been confirmed today by what is colloquially known as the dubious goals panel. So Sajikchik awarded goal against Millwall. This is from portsmouthfc.co.uk. Portsmouth's official website. Adrian Secheshish has been officially credited with Pompey's second goal in Saturday's 3-1 victory over Millwall. It initially went down as an own goal after the Australian forward's effort appeared to take a touch off visiting defender Tristan Crama, but the EFL have now confirmed that Secheshish has his full strike for the Blues following a summer switch from Sydney FC. So there you go. Tristan Crama did not score an own goal. Facts. Now, moving on to matters pressing from the game yesterday, post-match comments. From the southernnews.co.uk, obviously published today on a Thursday. If you're out and about in the newsagents, in the corner shop, in the Tesco Extra, pick it up. It's only 50p. Why not? Alex Neil lifts lid on pre-scripted changes and how Mill's 3-game week affected team selection in Sheffield Wednesday win. Alex Neil said that most of the substitutions in Mill's 1-0 win over Sheffield Wednesday were pre-scripted and explained how he rotated his squad of a home fixture against Southampton on Saturday looming. The Lions faced the prospect of 3 games in 8 days coming out of the international break, and an already depleted squad was further reduced when 3 players were lost to injury or suspension against Portsmouth last Saturday. Neil opted to rest Danny McNamara, who made his first appearance off a 10-month injury layoff against Pompey, with Tristan Crama moving to right back. Alfie Doughty made his first start in nearly 3 months against Portsmouth and was named to the starting 11 again, setting up Femi Aziz's 72nd minute winner from left back. Aziz was also returning from injury, having missed the past 3 games with a hamstring issue, and was introduced in the 61st minute. Alex Neil was asked by News at Den how the packed schedule impacted his team selection and the timing of his substitutions in the win. Danny Mac was the main one. We're going to have to probably be a little bit more defensive against Southampton. And that was the main reason, Danny Mac didn't start tonight. We needed Tristan's legs to go up and down on that side and try and cause a threat. What it meant is, we played the 2 bigger lads in the middle in the back line, and the plan was always to bring Femi on after 60 minutes. I don't think, he could have done any more than 30 minutes. And the plan before the game was always that if we needed a goal, to bring Rahis on and give us a little bit more creativity in that 10 pocket. And most of the changes were pre-scripted, if I'm honest. They happened dead on 60 minutes or even before. Then as soon as we scored the goal, I took Alfie off because I was risking Alfie tonight. And I'm fully aware of that. But what I did do is, I tucked him in next to, Coops and had Casper play in front of him. And Adomo go in front of him. So I just needed him to step in and use his left foot and use his quality, which I think he did. Oh, yes, he did. He did indeed. A lovely bit of quality. Creativity. What's been missing? Shame we haven't got a striker that can put these chances away, though, eh? More post-match comments from Alex Neil and from the southernnews.co.uk. Mill head coach reveals main message of half-time team talk in Sheffield Wednesday win. I wonder what it was. put the ball in the fucking net. Alex Neil told his side to play without fear during his half-time team talk in Millwall's 1-0 win over Sheffield Wednesday. The Lions headed into the dressing room, the score locked at 0-0 after a drab opening 45 minutes where they had only created one clear-cut chance despite dominating possession. Mill looked much improved in the second half and deservedly took the lead when substitute Femi Aziz headed home Alfie Doughty's cross. Neil's side had plenty of chances to double their tally as they started to cut apart the Owls, who are rooted to the bottom of the table on -4 points. After the game, Neil explained what he told his side during the interval. After we scored, you could see a little bit of confidence coming, and Tristan wins a tackle, and they start high-fiving each other. It's amazing that that's not there beforehand. To be honest, that was a topic at the team talk at half-time. I said, what are you scared of? You need to want to win the game more than fear losing it. Because there should be no fear of losing. If we lose the game, we lose the game. So go and try and win the game. And they did, so, they deserve all the credit they get. I just thought we looked a little bit tentative, it's probably the best way of describing it. I actually said to them at half-time, we look as if we're a bit sort of tight. And we're not playing freely. Express yourself and play, for fuck's sake. Confidence is a big thing in football, and if you're playing really well, you don't even think about it, you just go out and do it. It's a little bit anxious, it's a little bit tight and intense, and that's when the best players come to the party, isn't it? You find a way to win the game, and you make the difference, and we did. Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. What are you scared of? Being successful, being a hero, having the fans chant your name? What are you afraid of? There's nothing to be afraid of. Now, moving on to this. From millfc.co.uk, Mill hiring media and communications executive. Yes. Millwall Football Club is hiring a media and communications executive. They will play a central role in delivering the club's media and communications output across all platforms. The successful candidate will plan, create and publish high-quality content, support strategic communications, assist with day-to-day media operations and enhance the club's overall public image. Well, good luck with that. Good luck with that. This role also supports matchday media activities and press operations, ensuring a smooth delivery of messages to the fans, media stakeholders, and players and staff. So basically, you get to go to the games. But obviously, if you read the job description, you have a good old look. Closing date for applications is Monday the 15th of December, which is, 3 weeks? In 3 weeks' time. So, let's have a little look at this now. When I saw this, I thought, Is this Max McClellan? Isn't this what he does? But if you go on this, it says responsible director of communications, and director of communications is Max McClellan. So it's basically underneath Max McClellan. So here we go. Location: Millwall Football Club training ground, Calmont Road, the Den, John Belson Way. So you're at the training ground and you're at the Den. 35 hours per week, including home, away and midweek first team fixtures and some under 21 fixtures. So you're going to all the first team games and you're going to some of the under 21 games. So there you go. That's what it's about. We've already read that. The role overview was on what I just read on the website. The role includes, but is not limited to, assist in doing content for Mill's website and social media channels. Conduct interviews with the players. So, do you have the gift of the gab? Can you articulate and scintillate with your amazing vocabulary? Coaching staff and club personnel for both first team and academy coverage. Support press operations including press releases, media accreditation and journalist liaison. Assist in matchday media activities including live updates, video content and post-match interviews. Collaborate with departments to share important updates to fans and stakeholders. Help monitor media coverage and track the club's reputation in both traditional and digital media. Yes, and hopefully, get the Daily Mail banned from the ground for the shit that they write about us. That's assist with content team for club events and match days. Support media operations for academy matches, events and player announcements. Ooh. Stay up to date with emerging trends in sports media and digital communications to enhance the club's presence. So basically, what you find is one club does a thing, it goes a bit viral, and then everybody copies it, and it doesn't do as well because you're just copying someone else. And everybody knows you're copying someone else because the original went viral. So they're like, oh, you're just copying them. So, essential requirements, qualifications. Strong written and verbal communication skills. Ability to conduct interviews confidently and professionally. Understanding of press operations and media relations, knowledge of social media channels, strong organisational skills with the ability to work under pressure, proficiency in content creation tools, ability to work flexible hours including evenings, weekends and match days, passion for football and understanding of the sports media landscape. Desired requirements, experience editing graphics and videos, previous experience working at football club, valid UK driving licence. Oh, I tell you what. Dan from Lions TV, here you go, mate. This is your chance. This is your big chance. You this is what you do. You do all this. Now, how much are they paying? Does it say? Oh, competitive. But I mean, go to the interview and they say, well, how much do you want? You name your price. It's probably going to be as much as you're making on your channel, isn't it? Yeah. And, you do it. You pause your channel. If it goes tits up, you can go back to your channel. It's all good. So there you go. Or maybe, any journalists out there, print journalists, having trouble, with the newspaper business, do a little old lateral move, working for a football club as a sort of media guy, I guess. There you go. Only 35 hours a week. And if you add up, so you got the games, you take that off, there's very little, there's not much else after that, is there? I guess that doesn't include travelling to the games, I guess. Although, you could work on the coach or whatever if you get the team coach, or if if you're in the what do you call it? If you're travelling in the kit with a kit man in the van, you can sit in the back, typing away. I guess. Yeah, there you go. That sounds like a decent job, man. I'm sure someone will love it. I'm sure someone will love it. Now, here we go. So, told you about the under-18s got drawn at home against Everton in the FA Youth Cup. We got a date, but we didn't get any tickets. We didn't get any ticket details. We didn't get any tickets on sale. That has now come to pass. I'm assuming the way that this works is that if there's a dispute in the date, obviously both teams have to agree on a date. I think it's up to the home team to suggest a date, and then the away team can either say yay or nay. And if it's disputed, they go to the FA and say, oh, we're not happy with a date. And I think it's the same with the ticket prices. The ticket price is not set by the FA. It's set by the clubs themselves because it's shared. They share the ticket prices between themselves, and a chunk of that, I believe, goes to the FA as well. So, that Everton may have disputed the ticket costs. They may have wanted to be higher. I don't know that, but I think we've been waiting a week for this to come through, and it's here now. So this is from millfc.co.uk, the Mill's official website. Tickets. Anyone want some tickets? These games, especially when the Millwall youth teams take on a Premier League team at the Den, they're always very feisty. They're always very well fought. We do generally, give it a go. Some we win, some we lose. But, it is cup football under the lights. Well worth it. If you've got very young kids, it's on a Friday, so, start of the weekend, it's all good. It's only £5 for adults and £1 for under 18s. So if you do want to introduce, your very young children to going to Millwall, this is a chance. And it's next Friday the 5th of December, 7 p.m. kickoff. You can buy your tickets in advance, so you can just walk up on the day. It's all good. I haven't clicked on it, so I don't know what they're selling. Usually they only open the west upper, the Barry Kitchener stand, maybe upper or lower or both. I'm not sure, but there you go. I do highly recommend going to these games. If it's a tie after 90 minutes, it goes to extra time and penalties, and it's cracking cup football. I love cup football, especially cup football under the lights. Fantastic stuff. Which why I kind of get pissed off that we don't do better in the League Cup. We just kind of the fans don't give a shit. The club don't seem to give a shit. I like cup football under the lights. It's good stuff. I like it. Now, talking of junior teams, this is the saga that's been rolling on and rolling on and rolling on. I told you about this guy before because he was listed as a trialist for the under-21s when they played a game. I think he's playing 4 or 5 under-21 games listed as a trialist in public. And then the last game, they listed him as a trialist in public, but on the team sheet they listed him as Caleb Redhead, not trialist, which normally they list him as a trialist on the team sheet as well. So that suggested to me that they were probably close to signing him, or they had signed him and were yet to announce it. And here we go. So this is from millfc.co.uk. Caleb Redhead joins Mill under-21s. When this first came about, I think 2 months ago, I covered this guy. Basically, he was with Crystal Palace, done his scholarship, and then got let go. He's Grenadian international, but age-restricted level. I think under-20s. He played in 2 games. I think it was that. I can't remember. I did make a video about him. So yeah, Millwall Football Club is delighted to announce the signing of Caleb Redhead, who joins up with Kevin Nugent's under-21 side. The 19-year-old striker joins the Lions following a successful trial period. Yes, it took a hell of a long trial. A product of Crystal Palace's academy system, Redhead featured for the Eagles under-18 side across his 2-year scholarship. The Grenadian has been involved in Kevin Nugent's squads for recent matches. Oh yeah, they mentioned it. Against Bristol City, Queen's Park Rangers and Swansea. Upon Caleb signing his contract with the club, Academy Director Scott Fitzgerald said, "Oh yeah, I'm happy that Caleb's signed with the club. His trial with us went on a little bit longer than expected, due to injury. But we always knew Caleb was a good footballer, so I'm pleased we managed to bring him in permanently. And I'm looking forward to seeing him develop in our under-21 side for the rest of the season." Oh, so that's what it was. He got injured. Okay. Fair play. Yeah, they stuck around. Probably let him come back from the injury, gave him another go, and then ended up signing him. So, fantastic stuff. Now. Have you bought anything in the club shop this week? You have. Oh dear, I've got some bad news for you. I've got some extremely bad news for you. You missed out. You should have waited. Millwall, all this week, have been doing Blue Friday deals. Even though it's Thursday, they've been they've been announcing deals every day. Today's deal on Thursday is 30% off in the Lionstore. So for every £100 you spend, they're going to take 30 quid off, and then you're only going to pay 70. But it's between 9 a.m. on Thursday the 27th of November and midnight on Friday the 28th of November. So all of today, that's already happened by the time you're watching this, so you missed it, and all of tomorrow. In store and online with the Lionstore. So you need to shit or get off the bus. Are you going to go down there and take advantage of this? Because this is 30% off. This is a fucking chunk, a massive chunk. If you're going to buy the stuff anyway, you buy it now. You got to buy it now. What are you waiting for? You're going to miss out. 30% off. Are you mad? But your discount will be automatically applied at checkout. No code required. So, 30% off, but then the graphic says up to 40% off. Which is it? Is it 40%? Is it 30%? Is it 40%? 30%? 40% or 30%? I mean, 30% is pretty good, but 40%? 40%? Wow! That's insane. So yeah, you've got until midnight tomorrow to do that, or you're going to miss out. So it's up to you. If you can afford it, pay your money. If you were going to buy stuff anyway, tomorrow's the day to do it. Don't fuck around. Don't wait. You got to get on with it tomorrow. If you already bought your stuff this week or last week, what can I tell you? What can I tell you? You should have waited. You should have waited. Now, moving on to this. This is from Mill FC's X page, x.com. Have you heard of that? Used to be called Twitter. They reposted Sky Bet Championship post, which has the team of the week, although I believe it's the team of the round, as in the midweek round of games. And would you look at that? Would you look at that, by the way? Alfie Doughty and Tristan Crama both made the team of the week. When you realise Doughty didn't even play the full game. How many other of these players didn't even play the full game? But, yeah. And if you didn't know, this is based on whoscored.com, which we're going to look at now, because we're doing a stats, post-match stats. We always do post-match stats. So yeah, let's have a look. Let's have a look what happened in this game. This is the match report from whoscored.com, as the website just mentioned. If you look on the right hand side, you can see the top performers in ratings, in shots, in tackles and dribbles, and there is a lot of Millwall there. A lot of Millwall. Interestingly, according to this website, the player that got the highest rating was Caleb Taylor. Interesting. Obviously, most people's man in the match was Tristan Crama, and a lot of people, obviously, the sponsors gave it to Femi Aziz because he scored the goal. And you got to imagine, without him coming on and doing that, would we have scored? You're relying on Ivanovic to score. Good luck with that. Yeah. And if you look in the shots, Barry Bannon had 4. And then you got Maku with 4, Caleb Taylor with 3, Ivanovic with 3, and Aziz with 3. So there you go. Dribbles as well, loads of dribbling. Tackles, we had a load of tackles, well, they had some as well. If we go back into the middle, Mill created a high number of chances relative to their possession, were effective at creating goal scoring opportunities from long shot situations, from counter attacks, and from set pieces. But we were poor at finishing. Fucking hell, were we poor at finishing? We had a large quantity of possession in our opponent's half, and a high shot frequency when in possession. We favoured crossing the ball. So let's have a look. Oh my god, this is awful. This is awful. 4% conversion rate. We had 24 shots in that game. 24. We scored 1 goal, and that's a 4% conversion rate. That is piss poor. Obviously, doing this for a number of years on this same website, and for this level, generally around 12% conversion rate. So, what's that for every? For every 10 shots you have, you scored 1 goal. Well, it's not. It's slightly more than that. It's 9. You should be getting 1 goal from every 9 shots. So to get 1 goal from 24 is insane. And they had 11 and they didn't score. So of those 24 shots of ours, 10 were from open play, 11 from set piece, and 3 from a counter attack. And they had 9 from open play, 1 set piece, and 1 counter attack. As you can see, we were mostly going down the wings through Doughty and Crama. Shot directions through the middle, mostly. Shot zones. Yeah, basically only 17% outside the box and everything else inside. So what's that, 94, 93? Action zones, only 18% in our third of the pitch. Player positions, look at that. Basically a 2-2-6. 2-2-6. They had like 11 men behind the ball for most of the second half. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we only got one goal. We only got one goal. That's all we needed. Just one goal. So here we go. You can see the match events in the middle. This is also from whoscored.com. It all started turning once, the two superstars came on. The most creative players that we had, Bangor Williams and Femi Aziz. 10 minutes after they came on, Doughty got the goal, got the assisting Femi Aziz. And I think as soon as that, I think they were probably already planning to make the move, but as soon as that goal goes in, they're like, right, you're off, come on, that's it. You got the goal, you helped get the goal, get off. Then they make changes. We make some more changes. Barry Bannon gets a yellow card. Was that for elbowing Luke Cundle in the face? Yeah, someone put up a clip of that. I think filmed from the stands. It wasn't the TV shot, but it was like a different view. And you can see Cundle's like pulling on his arm, and Barry Bannon just like pulls his arm away and like quickly snaps it back. I think he elbowed Cundle in the face deliberately because he's pulling on his arm. So that should have been a red card if the referee should have seen that. But he didn't. So, if you look at the club badges at the top left and top right, you can see the average player rating for the teams is 6.93 for Millwall and 6.44 for Sheffield Wednesday. Which you would have thought that would have been higher, but there are some performances from the start 11 that weren't too good. And you can see here, so if we look at the best players, or best rated players, Taylor 8.4, Crama 8, Doughty 8.1, Amaku 7.1, he did give it a go. In earnest, he did give it a go. But you've got Negley 6.2, Ballo 6.1, Ivanovic 6.2. Yeah, quite low scores. And if you look, so obviously Doughty, as Alex Neils mentioned earlier, the Doughty substitution was pre-planned because, he's coming back from injury. Don't stress him out too much. Take it easy. But all of the other substitutes are the entire front line. We've had so many shots and you haven't scored. Off. Like, get off. You haven't scored. What are you doing? Get off. And get off they did. And if you look at Femi Aziz, off the bench, 7.5. Which is incredible because, what do you have, like 30 minutes on the pitch? And he gets a better score than half the starting team, basically. Was it, 1, 2, 3, 4? Only the 4 defenders had a better score than him. Even Crocombe didn't get a better score than Aziz, so... What did Bangor Williams get? 6.5, okay. So, let's start rolling through this. Shots 24-11. Who had those shots? Let's go back. Who had those shots? Amaku with 4, Ivanovic with 3, Negley with 2, Ballo with 2, Cundle with 2, Cramo with 2, Aziz with 3. So everybody had a shot except for Doughty and Denor and Crocombe. Possession 53-46. So interesting. This is a game that we did win with us having more possession. Very rare that happens. It is very rare that happens. Who was on the ball the most? Obviously, the guy who can fucking pass it properly, Doughty. 7.5% of the match time he was in possession. That's what these numbers mean, by the way. Pass success percentage 74-71. You got Cundle 89, Denor 82, Cooper 84, Ballo 85. Fair play. Bangor Williams 60. Right. Dribbles 7-3. Aerials 1, 32 to 22. Cooper with 9, Taylor with 8, Crama with 7. Now, interestingly, you may notice Ivanovic 0. Interesting. Tackles 12 to 10. Crama with 3, Emaka with 2. There you go. Corners 9 to 5. These are the players who won those corners. Obviously, set pieces, very important. Part of our game in trying to score some goals. Emaka with 3, Crama with 2, Aziz with 2. Dispossess. We didn't lead in this one. That's the only one that they led in. But this is a bad stat. Basically, it means you got the ball taken off of you. These are the players who had the balls taken off of them. So, let's move on to this, also from whoscored.com, to get a clearer picture of what we just saw. As seen, Caleb Taylor, 8.39, highest rated player on the pitch. 2 other players with a score of 8. Alfie Doughty with 8.06, despite only being on the pitch for 71 minutes. Tristan Crama did play 90 minutes. He got 8.03. And then we have, 2 players with more from 7.5 to 8. That's Femi Aziz with 7.54. He was only on the pitch for 30 minutes. He got the goal and got number 5 in the ratings. And Jake Cooper, 7.57. And then we have 2 other players with 7. The keeper and Amaku, who was on the pitch for 86 minutes. And then, right, so at the bottom we have Turno Ballo, 6.05. Camille Negley, 6.16, which is interesting because they got outscored by the substitutes. Even the ones that came on in the 86th minute. So, was it like 4 minutes of injury time, was it? So, basically, Daniel Kelly had 8 minutes on the pitch. Didn't really do much. He touched the ball 2 times. Had one shot on target. He got a higher rating than players. So, he was on the pitch for 8 minutes. He got a higher rating than a Negley, who was on the pitch for 60 minutes. And Ballo was on the pitch for 60 minutes. Now, Ballo, not his day. He is a good player. We've seen it. He's a very good player. He had a couple of decent chances. The keeper made a good save. 2 good saves. Double save. But Negley, apart from that free kick against Luton, what has Negley done? I mean, dear oh dear. And then you've got Ivanovic, 6.24. He got outrated by Lionstore. Again, on the pitch for 8 minutes. He touched the ball 4 times, didn't even have a shot. What was that? Aerials 1. He won 1 aerial. He got a higher rating than Ivanovic. 6.29 to 6.24. And his... Oh my goodness. Right, so touch to the ball. Ivanovic was on the pitch for 86 minutes in a game that we were dominating, and he only touched the ball 22 times. Bangor Williams comes on the pitch. He touched the ball 18 times. I'm telling you, this guy can't play up front on his own. Obviously, he has to at the moment because there's no one else to play with. But, I mean, you might as well play with 10 men. I mean, for all the... fucking hell. This is so piss poor. Like, if I was playing with him, I wouldn't fucking pass to him. You're wasting your fucking time. Right, so we've seen the shots. We had, fucking 24, was it? Jesus. How many were on target? Wow. 8. 24 shots, 8 on target. 8. So we could have scored 8 goals, because 8 shots were on target. We only got 1. So 24. So fair play, to have 24 shots in a game, you're doing pretty well. But to have 8 shots on target and only get 1 goal, I mean, what are we doing here? Amaku, 4 shots, 2 on target. Femi Aziz, 3 shots, 2 on target. Taylor, 3 and 1. Crama, 2 and 1. Turno Ballo, 2 and 1. Daniel Kelly, 1 and 1. And the players who had shots, and none of them were on target: Ivanovic 3-0, Cooper 2-0, Kundal 2-0, Negley 2-0. Yikes. Offensive. Who was offside today? Emaku and Ivanovic. Every single game. Defensive stuff. Who did what? We've seen tackles already, but let's just go through it again. Crama with 3 and Maka with 2, and then a load of 1s. Obviously, we had most of the ball, so there wasn't much tackling to do, just like closing down, really, and clearances. Right? Interceptions, Caleb Taylor with 3, Luke Condor with 2. Clearances, Jake Cooper with 5, Caleb Taylor with 2, Crama with 2, Denor with 2. Blocked shots, Caleb Taylor with 2, Jake Cooper with 1. So, clear to see Caleb Taylor, why he got the highest rating. Did quite a lot of stuff. In that game. So let's move on to this. This is FB Ref. We're going to finish with this. This is the another thing that I look at, because it has the XG and it has a list of shots, which is good to see. So we'll start off with the XG. The XG was 3 to 0.7. So that game should have been 3-1 to us, but it was 1-0. We should have scored 3 goals based on the quality of the chances that we had. Obviously, we know that we had 8 shots on target, so we could have scored 8, but the quality of the shots was, you should have scored 3. We scroll down, we see a list of match events in the timeline, and here we go. Possession 54 to 46, passing accuracy 71 to 70. 345 of 485 and 288 of 410. Shots on target for us, they're giving it a 7 of 24. For Sheffield Wednesday, 3 of 7. So we had the same percentage of shots on target, 29% to 27%. Our keeper made 3 of 3 saves, 100%. Some very good saves he made. Very good saves. What a goalkeeper he is turning out to be. Saves for them, 6 of 7. 85%. So fouls committed 7 to 11, corners 9 to 5, crosses 32 to 9, touches of the ball 614 to 549, tackles 12 to 10, interceptions 8 to 9, aerials 132 to 22, clearances 14 to 35, offsides 2 to 0, goal kicks 5 to 13. That was basically all of our shots going wide there. Throw-ins 23 to 17, and long balls 75 to 72. They had 3 yellow cards, of course, and we had 0. So here we go. This is the players of the game. And so the XG, who had the highest XG? Ballo, 0.8. Ivanovic, 0.6. Did these players score? Caleb Taylor, 0.5. Femi Aziz, 0.3. So Femi Aziz scored the goal. He scored 1 goal from 0.3 expected goals, which is pretty good. Pretty good. Shot creating actions. You can see there 2 offensive actions directly leading to a shot, such as passes, take-ons, and drawing a foul. More than one player can get a shot creating action in the same play. Incredible. This is why they were in the team of the week. Doughty and Crama. 9 shot creating actions for Alfie Doughty and 1 goal creating action. Tristan Crama 7 shot creating actions. Ivanovic 3. Taylor 3, Femi Aziz 3, and Negley 3. Okay, what are we looking at now? Let's go on to this. So this is the passing accuracy, if we can do that. So Lionstore was 100%, but there's only 1 pass. Danny Mac 90, but that was only 10. Kundal, he played the whole game. 45 passes, 40 completed. That's 88.9. And then you've got Jake Cooper, Casper Denor. Okay. Okay. Let's go back. Is that reset it? Cool. Oh, no, it's still separate. Okay. Anything stand out? Not really. I mean, Caleb Taylor's short passing Not too good. Camille Negley. But here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. I'm digging out Ivanovic because he can't play up front on his own. If you got Negley and Ballo, they're trying to play off of Ivanovic, and you pass it to him and he loses the ball. It fucks up your stats. So, Camille Negley, 25% on short passes, which is passes between 5 and 15 yards. That does stand out. Everything else seems to be pretty decent. Alfie Doughty's medium and long, but obviously he's just whipping balls in, and if it finds someone, it finds someone. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But at least he's having a go. But when your short passing isn't finding anyone, that's a bit poor. Distance, progressive distance. So this is the thing. You look at Bangor Williams. Distance in passing, 93 yards of passing, 54 yards of that was forward. So more than half of his passing was towards the opponent's goal line. And if you look down, even Kundal played past the ball 602 yards, but only 86 yards of that was forwards towards the opponent's goal line. Femi Aziz, again, he wasn't really passing it forward. He was running in and dribbling and doing things like that. But this is the thing, man. This is the thing. This is it. He plays the ball forwards. He plays defence splitting passes. That's why we want him on the pitch, especially if we're trying to come back and get a goal. And it finally happened. They brought him off the bench. For some reason, he hasn't been coming off the bench. And look what he's done. It's good stuff. It's good stuff, crikey. Nothing to see there. Interesting. So, challenges. Dribblers tackled. So this is Sheffield Wednesday players trying to dribble past Millwall. No, not today. 100% tackled, 100% tackled, 100% tackled. Danny Mack 50-50. And Crama was 100%. So you've got 4 players, 100%. They're tackling the Sheffield Wednesday players trying to dribble past them. Possession. Touches in the opponent's penalty area. 42. 42. What a number. Take on. So this is Millwall players trying to dribble past them. And here we go again. Ivanovic tried it twice. Successful 0. Langstaff was 100%. Amaka was 50%. Bangor Williams was 50%. Caleb Taylor was 100%. Crama was 50-50. And where's it? Doughty. Is he anywhere? He didn't try and dribble past anyone. Now, this is the other thing. Carries of the ball. So getting on the ball and then moving it with it. Total distance in yards. A player move the ball while controlling it with their feet in any direction. And then progressive distance is going towards the opponent's goal line. And here we go. So Mihailo Ivanovic was on the pitch for 86 minutes. 86 minutes. He got on the ball 7 times. Yes. This is why we had 24 shots and we only scored 1 fucking goal. Because we're not playing with a striker. We're playing with someone who's not getting involved in the game. He got on the ball 7 times in 86 minutes. That's less than once every 10 minutes. Oh, what the fuck are we doing here? What are we doing here? You compare him with Langstaff, who came on. They say he had 4 minutes. He had extra time as well, so 8 minutes. Langstaff got on the ball twice. And he had 19 yards. 10 yards of that was forwards. And you compare it with that. This isn't 8 minutes. He's had 86 minutes to put up these numbers. This is diabolical. This is diabolical. I mean, if he's... he has to start. because we've got no one else. But fucking hell, I mean, Jesus Christ. If he starts against Southampton, we got no chance. We're playing with 10 men from the start. But then if you play Langstaff, you got fucking Doughty and Crama and Femi is probably whipping balls in. Langstaff's going to win the headers? Probably not. Right, let's have a look at this. This is good. Amaku. This is the thing with Amaku. I liked Amaku's performance yesterday. I think his contract is up at the end of the year. He's only 22 years old. Sign him up. Sign it 100%. Give him a new fucking contract. Why hasn't it already been done yet? Get him a new deal. Full stop. No doubts at all. None at all. If you imagine how old Femi's is 24. Or he's 24 and a half. So Amaku, he's 2 years behind Femi's is. So you're expecting him to play like Femi's is, but he's 2 years behind him. Which when you're 22, what's that, like 10% of your life? That's quite a big chunk of life that he's behind Femi's is. In 2 years' time, 100% guarantee Amaku will be playing as good as Femi's is. So sign him up, get him a fucking deal, give him a 3-year deal, and let's fucking crack on with it. Carries of the ball from Adami Amaku, 21 carries of the ball, 220 yards of movement, 116 yards of that was towards the opponent's fucking goal line. You love to see it. You love to see it. And here we go again. This is another thing. This is good to see as well. Alfie Doughty, he got on the ball 46 times, which is way more than anyone else. By far. Obviously, he's the one with the magic foot, and he can perk a pass. 269 yards, 187 yards of that was progressive distance. Here we go. And then Crama, of course, 24. He got on the ball 24 times. 276 yards, 209 yards forwards. There you go. Cracking stuff. Femi's is, look at this. It's less, but percentage-wise, they don't do percentage, but if they did. Look at that. 14 carries of the ball, 70 yards, 53 yards forwards. Basically, what's that, like 85% forwards? I mean, what are we doing here? So, yeah. Absolutely amazing stuff from some players, and one player in particular, not very good. Miscellaneous stats. Here we go. You've got Doughty, you've got Crama, you've got Femi's is whipping balls in, and you have Mihailo Ivanovic going in for 7 aerial duels, and he lost all 7 of them. He lost all 7 of them. 0%. What are we even doing here, boys? What are we even doing here? We play to win the game. We play to win the aerial duel. Tono Ballo 0-2. Femi's is 3-6. He went up for nearly as many aerial duels as Ivanovic, and he got... Oh no, because this is added together. So he went up for 9. Femi's is went up for 9 aerial duels. And they were all attacking. You got Cooper was involved in 10. Caleb Taylor was involved in 9. Crama was involved in 8. Obviously, most of that would be defensively, but obviously, when we had set pieces, they would be attacking at the other end as well. So he went up from... He was on the pitch for 30 minutes. He was on the pitch for 30 fucking minutes. He was involved in 9 aerial duels, 3 of which he won, 6 of which he lost. He scored a goal. Fuck, man. Jesus. What else? Oh, yeah. Denor 1 and 2. Cooper with 9 and 1. Caleb Taylor 8 and 1. Crama 7 and 1. There you go. Let's have a look at the keeper. Made some beautiful saves. Absolutely beautiful saves. Shots on target against 3, goals against 0, saves 3. That's 100% save percentage. Lovely jubbly. of his passes, 26 passes, 5 throws. 50% of his passing were long balls. Average length of his passing was 35.8 yards. He had 5 goal kicks, they were all long. Average length 66.2. Crosses from the opposition into the penalty area 8. Stop percentage 0. Outside penalty area action 1. Average distance from goal line 31 yards. Sweeper keeper, yeah, and he nearly got caught out by that Bannon shot, didn't he? At the end of the first half, and what a save that was. He came back, he was going to one-hand it, and he said, oh no, I need to. And he patted it off to the side. What a great save. So, here we go. Let's have a look at the shots. Yeah, look at all these shots. Look at all these shots. Look at all the shots. Look at them. Was it? We had 24. I mean, they had 11, was it? Something like that. I mean, damn, man. So 35 shots in that game. And here we go. Let's go through them all. Ivanovic off target. Barry Bannon saved. Jake Cooper off target. Caleb Taylor off target header. Both headers. Ballo saved and then blocked. See, that was the good chance there. 0.62 XG. And post-shot XG is 0.39. So it goes down. Because I think he shot where the guy was, basically. So that seemingly wasn't the best shot to take. He was in a good position, but the shot selection wasn't good. Because this is the expected shot where the shot is from where the shot is taken, not counting the opposition and where they're positioned. Post-shot XG on how likely the goalkeeper is to save the shot. So basically, if you kick it straight at the goalkeeper, he's going to save it, isn't he? And it was saved. And then it gets blocked. And then we've got Negley blocked. Cadamarteri saved. And then we got off target from them. Off target from Cooper. Off target from Crama. Barry Bannon saved. 50 yards. 50 yards left footed. 50 yards. 50 yards. And it was a 2% chance, and it went up to 14% because the keeper was off his line, but he did save it. The grey line is the half time, and half time we come out. We have the first 3 shots of the second half. Crama saved, and Maku off target, and Maku saved. So that goes up. That was 10% chance. It goes up to 42%. And then we got them. They hit the woodwork. Barry Bannon blocked. Cadamarteri blocked. Jan Valery off target. Paul, they got 6 shots in a row. 6 shots in a row. So this is just before the changes get made. Barry Bannon blocked. McNeil off target. Camille Negley off target. Ivanovic blocked. From 9 yards. He looked Condor off target. That was a good chance. 0.24. Femias is saved. So Femias is on by now. Caleb Taylor. So this is all part of the goal move. Caleb Taylor was involved in it. Caleb Taylor has a shot with his right foot from 4 yards that gets blocked. It comes back out. Caleb Taylor heads it. That gets blocked. The block goes out to Alfie Doughty. Alfie Doughty crosses it in to Femi Aziz. And Bosch, he heads it in. 10% chance that jumps up to an 81% chance, and it was a goal. Bosch. Straight after the kickoff, and Maku blocked. And then Jamal Lowe hits the woodwork. And then it's all Millwall until the end of the game from 79 minutes onwards. Kundor off target and Maku saved. Ivanovic off target. Femi Aziz blocked. And Daniel Kelly right at the end saved. So there you go. And that is it. That's it. Done and dusted. We did win the game. You know, we made hard work of it, but we did win the game. And on that note, thank you for watching and goodbye.